Good morning, everybody, and this is a very slightly croaky Martin Flett welcoming you to Lithuania on day 4 of the European Classic Powerlifting Championships. The first 2 and a bit days were taken up by perhaps the best sub-junior competitions that we have ever seen. We started the lighter junior men and women yesterday afternoon and evening. This morning we have something innovative and new. We have men and women's flights going back to back. The women's 57 class will be up first. They will go back to back with the men's 74s. I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary booth after his rest day yesterday, Ralph Farquharson.
Yes, it was a rest day. Sad to say, I was not feeling too well. I do apologize to Martin.
No need at all.
Yeah, but I'm back hopefully.
We had a couple of guests, Lucia Puricelli and Adam Whitelights Riley, who stepped into the breach and both did an absolutely splendid job.
That's good.
They may have to step into the breach for me later today, Ralph.
Yes,
but we will go as best as we can, and the
course.
action is getting underway.
Of course.
And it's Katrin Kelly-Reppo, Estonia, to start the day with a squat of 80 kilos, 2.5 kilos above her personal best.
Personal best, yes, right. She's 19 years old, competing for 3 years.
First year as a full junior. Oh, that was deep.
Yes. 3 white light.
Medveka from Latvia next. Nadezhda Medveka, 97.5 kilos on the bar.
23 years old, 9 years in competition. This looked like being her last year.
Yes.
As a junior.
It'll be her final international competition. Let's hope she enjoys it. Has a great experience.
Yep.
And 3 white lights. Next up we got Susanna Haddakova from Ireland.
Yep, again she's 23 years old. This is her last year as a junior.
Opening up 5 kilos below her personal best on 110.
That's about reasonable, yeah. Looks a good setup.
Oh, that's lovely. 3 white lights for Haddakova. And Zaneta Navikaite from Lithuania next, also 110 on the bar. 5 kilos below her personal best.
She's 20 years old. She got now 2 years in the juniors. That is smooth.
Had to work a little bit in the middle, but it is powerlifting, I guess.
Of course.
3 white lights for her. Now Shayna Kay from Great Britain, 115 kilos on the bar.
Personal best.
Yes.
She's 22 years old, 2 years in competition. looks a good squat.
Yes, and did well for a PB, Ralph.
Yes, I know.
Wow, that was a great squat. 3 white lights. And next up, we've got the French lifter Rampon. And she's opening on 125 kilos.
So
22 years old, only been competing for a year.
and this is 15 kilo below her personal best.
Now, what do you think, Ralph?
I'm going to wait.
I think that's probably a very good
Oh,
idea.
she's got it.
She
2
gets
to 1.
it 2 to 1, but you can see why we
Yep.
waited. The referee from Belarus
Yeah, it's right on the border.
called it high. The referees from Netherlands and Poland gave it white lights. Now, Donna Bergland from a famous powerlifting family.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I think you know her father.
I know his father.
And of course we know her brother Eddie.
Eddie, yeah. I don't know if he's here. He might be here
I
if he's
think
seen
so. Yes, he is. I'm sure I saw him on nominations. That looks good from Donna. And indeed, 3 white lights. Now, Esther Gutierrez.
Yeah. Opening. This is what, 7.5?
She's a Spanish record holder.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
She's opening on 127.5. And Spain have had as good a championship so far as I can ever remember, Ralph.
I am so proud because they come a long way. I
Yeah.
can remember maybe 4 or 5 years ago, there's nothing. No international lifters. All of a sudden, got nearly 20. It's so fantastic. I know a photographer, Paco. Oh, yes, that looks good.
Yes, more there.
Got
No,
one
she got a
red.
yellow.
Oh, yes, a level. What was that for?
Well, I'm just looking at the referee. Certainly didn't go down, didn't go ahead of
No.
the commands.
I did not see anything. So, anyway, she's got it 2 to 1.
So Agnes Alves, also from France, 130 kilos on the bar.
I mean, France is also having a fantastic championship.
Well, France won the sub-junior women, I think.
Sure you have.
Pretty sure they did. Great Britain won the sub-junior men team prize.
That looks
Oh,
smooth.
that looks good. Yes, you missed 2 British golds in the sub-junior men yesterday, Ralph.
Okay.
In the 105s, Kirill Sakharov, and in the 120 plus, Ray Bowring. So that added a lot of points.
For the team, yeah. Just remind you that the team points is it 10? Or is it 12 for
12,
first?
12 for first.
12 for first, 9 for second, 3rd,
And
8.
so on down.
So far on down.
So Ekaterina Nazdarova, Russia, 135. We're beginning to get to the business end of this flight now. I'm going to wait.
Me too.
And we wait to see 3 white lights. Now from Norway, Rebecca Tau Jakobsen, 140 kilos.
This is 3.5 kilo below her personal best. This must be a national record.
Yeah, she's the Norwegian junior record holder.
Looks, ooh, she's gonna work
She
in the
had
middle.
the battle. And 3 white lights. Last up, is Zubova from Russia. Elena Silva. She's opening, Ralph, 152.5. The world record for reference is 166. Now, obviously, the primary concern will be with getting the European title.
Yeah.
But I think if she gets 2 good squats in, she might well be tempted to chase that world record with her third.
Her personal best is 157.5, which is not far off the record. So, yes, you're right. If she get 2 good squats, she could have a go.
Well, this will be the first of them.
Yep.
Oh, it's nice and deep.
Bit tough to the middle.
Yeah. Should be good though, yes. Yep. 3 wide lights. And at the end of the first round, Zubova leads from Tau Jakobsen, Nazarova, and Alves. Into the second round, Repo from Estonia is out first. Another 5 kilos on the bar for Katrin Kelly Repo. Gets the squat command and comes up nicely.
That should be good.
And next up we have Medveka, the Latvian lifter, 102.5 kilos on the bar.
Well below personal best, yeah, but you wouldn't think she's going to win a medal here, to just try and get the best total she can. So just build a total. Looks good.
Yes. Yes, one of the things you missed, Ralph, yesterday was in the 120s, I think it was, Piotr van den Hoek's lifter Vinens, if I remember his name correctly, had a world record 306 pull to win the gold medal.
Wow.
He pulled it to the top, smiled, and lost it slightly forward before he got the down command.
How disappointed is that?
And on such fine margins are titles won and lost at the top levels of sport. This is Haddock from Ireland again, 115 kilos on the bar.
This will equal her personal best. Yeah,
that's good, yes. Yes, Ralph, just one more reflection on the sub-juniors. The drama, the excitement, the fascination went right down to the very last lift of the whole sub-junior competition.
But Martin, this is what you want to see in the sport. When you see battles, that's what we're looking for. And now more and more lifters taking part.
Yeah.
There's more and more developed, have these battles. 3-4 lifters fighting for medals.
This is the Lithuanian Navikaite. No, just too deep. Yeah, the other thing, Ralph, the lighter junior women yesterday, we had 3 classes, the 43s, 47s and 52s. All 3 classes went down to the last deadlift. Absolutely wonderful sport. I'm sure, I know from the reaction on social media, you know, the people who were watching at home were enthralled by the competition.
Has to be. And if you missed it, you can always go onto YouTube and watch on demand.
You can.
And sit and enjoy it.
Yeah.
You will see some great lifting this week.
Go to that junior women's 43, 47, 52, and you will see some fantastic lifting. This is Shayna Kay, second attempt, 122.5. Oh, she fights through, that's good. And that's a 10 kilo personal best, Ralph.
Yes.
And what she came in with. Yeah, one last thing about yesterday, Ralph. The Ukrainian favorite for gold in the 52 kilo class got a European junior squat record and bombed on bench.
Oh.
So there was so much drama,
yeah.
excitement, compelling action. Fanny Rampont from France, 130 kilos on the bar for her.
She's 5 kilo below her personal best.
No,
Ooh.
just lost it backwards, and the spotters were in very, very quickly. Just watch this again. No,
No.
came back, came down to save herself, and
Again,
Donna Bergland.
I'd just like to say a big thank you for the spotters. The loaders, they really have done a fantastic job so far. No mistakes, and if the lifters fail, they're right in. This is what you do.
And if anyone wants to see good squatting technique, just watch this young lady.
Yeah.
How's that, Ralph?
Perfect.
Not much you can criticise there, is
Nope.
there? Everything tight, hits depth every time.
And drive hard.
And that was 135 for Bergland. The same weight in the bar for the next two lifters. First is Agnes Alves from France. I think the other good thing to say, Ralph, is after the end of the first round, solid column of green, everyone moves forward.
Everyone in competition. Fantastic. Yeah, that looks good.
It was strong. 3 white lights. Same weight again for Gutierrez. 135 kilos. And as you said, Ralph, the Spanish supporters are probably the most enthusiastic in the whole of powerlifting.
And it's great to have them on board, really are.
Well, I remember the first event we covered. It was the European Junior and Sub-Junior Championships all these years ago. I think there was only one Spanish lifter there all week.
It was. It was. That looks deep. Can she fight it? She has.
Yeah, she was smiling when she was halfway there. And it was good. Now the bar moves to 140. Ekaterina Nazarova. 2 Russians and a Norwegian still to go.
This equal her personal best, 140.
Oh, that's a battle.
Let's wait and see what the referees say.
Yeah, I thought it was good. 3 white lights. Now, Tao Jakobsen, 145 kilos. She seemed quite close to her limit with her opener route, and the knees came in a bit, which didn't
Which
help.
always cause a problem, yeah. But this will surplus her personal best, which is 143.5.
In her final international competition as a junior, as will be the case for many of these lifters this week. Oh, what a fight! What a fight! And she managed to keep the knees.
Lost it,
yeah. 3 white lights.
Oh, fantastic. Well done.
What fighting spirit. Watch it again. She was
at
gone.
At the bottom, she literally lost it. Yeah, there. And then she fighted through.
Wow, now Zubova, last out in the second round. She's going 157.5.
This is match her personal best.
She's born in 97. She's got another year as a junior next year. No. Well, we did think maybe she would attack a world record with her third. I think that's gone.
That's gone, yes. 100% gone. Yeah,
just the head went forward,
but
didn't
the
it?
hips also went backwards. You know,
hips went backwards, head went forwards, and
gone.
Now we're into the third round. A reminder, at the end of this round, we will move straight on to Flight 2. Flight 2 is 74 kilo junior men. No, just too much. But she put 7.5 kilos on her personal best. Now, next up we have Medveka from Latvia, and she will be going 107.5.
Again.
Yeah, I think that's
good.
good.
I think so.
3 white lights. Now next up we have Haddock from Ireland again. Very convincing in her first 2 lifts, and this would give her a personal best.
Yes, it will.
And the years competing up to 1.
I don't quite understand that one.
Susanna Haddock, third and final squat. Oh, yes. She nods her head before she gets to the top. She smiles while she's still under the bar, and she gets another 3 white lights. Well, you come to an international championship, Ralph. You've only been competing a year. You come away with a PB. That's no bad thing.
That's almost like a medal.
Now, Navikaite from Lithuania. 117.5 kilos.
PB.
She missed it last time, of course.
Yes, she did. No.
No. No. But she's got one on the board. And Shayna Kay next. 125 kilos for Kay.
This is an increase of 2.5 kilo from our second. Big personal best. The personal best coming into this competition was 112.5.
Yeah, she's PB'd in her first 2 lifts.
2 lifts,
And we did worry about her opening in a PB, but we had nothing to worry about. And this is for 3 PBs from 3 lifts. No, just too much this time.
Too heavy.
She can't be happy with what she finished with, though.
Oh, yeah, 122.5.
Now, Rampon. Well, she missed her second. I think if I remember correctly, this is the one where the hips went backwards and
Yes, and
the head went
I
forward.
think it was.
So
Let's hope she make the adjustment.
see if she keeps everything in place this time.
That's
Much
better.
better. And 3 wide lights. Now Donna Bergland, PB on the bar for her, 140 kilos, 308 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that looks good. Bergland goes 3 from 3, 9 wide lights. Now Alves, 140 kilos. This would move her into 4th place in squat, but of course lifters to follow. It could push her back down again. Next 2 lifters, both on 140, and they have both got the identical body weight, Ralph. Gutierrez and Alves both 56.70, and they're both taking this 140 for the third. Interesting.
Very interesting. And that was good, I think.
She screams at the top. 3 wide lights. Now Gutierrez, same weight, same body weight.
If I'm not mistaken, Martin, I do think that the scales should be at 5 digital, so no two lifter can weigh in the same. I don't know what's happening here. I think.
Well, maybe that's the case on the scales, but the scoreboard is only capable of showing 4, so maybe they have been split backstage. So this is Esther Gutierrez. Now it's saying it's putting her to 4th, and if that's the case, it would push Alves down to 5th.
Oh.
No. Now Ekaterina Nazarova, 142.5. She is 3rd in the squat.
Yep.
3 to go. She won't be caught.
Yeah.
She can't take it further forward. Tau Jakobsen is 2nd with 145. Nazarova opting for a 2.5 kilo jump. And this will be a new PB for her, of course. So new territory for both Nazarova and Tau Jakobsen on their 3rds.
Ooh.
Did she cut that?
I said, ooh.
See what the referees say.
Yeah, 2 reds.
Yeah.
Depth.
A white light from the referee from Belarus, referees from Poland and the Netherlands. Red lights for depth. Tau Jakobsen, remember 2 lifts to go, then straight into the men's 74 juniors. New PB for Tau Jakobsen. Well, she got a new PB last time.
She did.
She really had to fight it. If you remember, we thought it had gone.
That's your last
somehow.
Yeah, fight it through.
And I just wondered, is she coming out? She put 1475 on the bar, but
what's the clock is saying?
But I
22 seconds.
I think she's decided she was right on her limit second time.
Makes sense.
She's already got the silver medal in squat. And yes, I think the clock is just ticking down. This wouldn't be particularly abnormal in equipped competition where perhaps there was a problem with the knee wraps. But in classic competition, I think we can assume she's just letting the clock run down and giving her opponent the time to prepare properly, which is very, very sporting, of course.
Of course.
Not great television,
No,
but
I mean,
sporting.
we discussed it, I think, in the IPF, that maybe we can rule in that if you're not taking your next attempt, you must put the cross in, so they know you're not taking lift. And like I said, if you're on television, it's a lot of time wasting.
Now Elena Silva, final lifter of the class. She missed 157.5 last time. Already the gold medalist in squat. This to equal her personal best.
Yeah, but last attempt didn't look very strong. No.
Oh, that's
wow!
No.
Oh,
Oh, what a great attempt.
Yes.
And we move straight on to the 74 juniors, if my information is correct, but it doesn't look as if that's happening. Ah, yes, there we
Come
are.
up on the board, yeah.
I had a minor panic there that I'd been giving people the wrong information. But this is the men's junior 74 kilo class. And the first lifter out will be Patrick Havlich, I'm told. And he is opening on 175 kilos.
He's well below his personal best, 200 kilo.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Now, Hubert Konjak from Poland up next, 195 kilos.
He's 5 kilo below his personal best, 21 years old, 6 years in competition.
No! Head came forward.
Yep.
Maybe we can see in the replay, did the hips go back to cause the head to go forward?
No.
No.
We're going to miss it.
No. Elias de Boek from Belgium. And the next two lifters both taking 200.
He's 23 years old, 1 year in competition. Since last year as a junior.
Yes, he's new. I don't think we've seen him before.
I can't remember it.
On the nothing we've covered. But then if he's only 1 year in competition,
we wouldn't have.
We wouldn't have, because he's just been qualifying to come to a championship of this stature. So Elias de Boek, Belgium.
That looks good.
Yep. 3 white lights. Now Francesco Vighi. His PB is 205, so very close to it.
What we think Italy so far this week as well, sub-junior and juniors, they really are coming on, which is good for the sport. So many young lifters are coming through.
Oh.
Training weight, I say.
No.
Oh, you got
He's called in depth.
No wonder. Too
By
easy.
all three referees and Richard Haywood.
Yeah. Again, you notice the body come forward, and
Yeah.
you can't see the hip going down.
When are we going to put the Viva crew through the referees' exams?
I think they should. Certain director should.
I think he'd probably pass with a little
He
bit
will.
of tuition.
He will.
No. Ita Kumpalainen. Is that how you would say it, Ralph?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
205 kilos on the bar. Well below his personal best.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't see that, Ralph. I was
I'm looking
trying
at the screen.
to. I was trying to look
Looks
at it
okay.
live, and
Looks okay. Yep.
3 white lights. The referee's far more important than us, but where she's positioned herself to see everything is pretty much directly in our eye line. And she's no Igor Orobets, she is nonetheless a bit of a barricade. So this is Yuri Rabbuka from Ukraine.
19 years old, 4 years in competition.
And of course I should have said Vasil Orobets. Ihor is the son.
Is it son, yeah?
Yeah. This is the lifter from Ukraine, Rabbuka. 210 kilos.
That looks smooth.
And yes, indeed, 3 white lights. Jonsen Myhrvold. And he's going 210, opening on his personal best.
Yeah.
First year out of the sub-juniors?
Yeah, 19 years old, yeah.
Well, I certainly wouldn't ask him for ID, would you, Ralph?
Fight it through.
3 white lights, and that equals his PB with absolute ease. And next up, Andreas Nielsen from Sweden. Well, Sweden had a fabulous junior team last year, Ralph.
They did. They got a really big setup in Sweden for sub-junior and juniors. They've been to La Manga for training camp at least 2 times. Really, I think the Swedish Federation put a lot of money in for development of the juniors and sub-juniors.
That looked very efficient. Just to depth and no deeper than you have to go. Almost looked like an equipped squat, he was that tight. Now, Serginko from Russia, Alexei Serginko.
Yeah, and he's opening on his personal best. He's 21 years old, 4 years in competition.
Just to let you know, the European junior record, 257.5. I'd suspect we won't be going near there today.
Don't look like it.
But who knows?
Yeah, we got 235 up, no? 2 both. Never know.
Look very strong back up. And 3 wide lights. Now from France, Paul Remboville, 235 kilos, equaling his personal best.
22 years old, 2 years in competition. Yeah, France certainly has great structure for juniors and sub-juniors.
Oh yes, been so impressed with them this year.
Every single one of the lifters coming out.
Oh wow,
Oh, that's easy.
Good. That's good. 3 wide lights. Last one out is Angelini from Italy. Well, his PB is 262.5, Ralph.
Yes.
I said we won't get anyone near the European record.
Yeah,
well,
if it goes well.
His PB is over the European record.
Over.
But obviously it's been set in a national competition and can't count as a European record. You can only set a European record at a European or world event.
That's correct. That looks efficient.
Yes. Even though he's Italian and not German. 3 wide lights. And into the second round. And Remboville leads Angelini on body weight, with Serginko from Russia in 3rd place. Patrick Havlich is first out in the second round, 185 kilos on the bar.
No. Too heavy.
Well, one of two that missed their opener, Ralph. Hubert Konjak from Poland, retaking 195. No! Oh dear, dear, dear.
Oh dear me, he's in trouble.
De Buck from Belgium next, looked very convincing on 200, Ralph.
Yes, he did.
And if he makes this, it's a new best. His coach says he's got 30 seconds to go.
He fucking 10 seconds. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong clock.
He's taking his time for sure. If he has to
Certainly
re-rack,
going down 10.
he's
Oh, it should be okay.
gets the command. I think we're both waiting, but Richard Haywood's nodding his head, so it must be good. 2 to 1.
2 to
And
1.
the fail was yellow, not red.
I can't understand why a yellow.
Well, Piotr's given a couple of yellows today that, unless he's hitting the wrong button. He's got very small hands.
That's why he can't deadlift, yeah? He can't hear us, okay.
He'll watch it back and we're in big trouble. Now Vighi, one of two Italians, missed his opener as well.
Yeah.
So he's gone up 10 kilos. It was just depth, Ralph. It was very, very strong.
Yeah.
So I think he's just going for his planned second. A little bit deeper. Well, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we'll
because
wait.
we thought the first one was good.
He's
and
got
he got
one
3
red, but
reds.
he's got 2 white. He's on the board.
Yeah. Now Kumpalainen, 215 kilos.
Just below his personal best, 220. 220 kilo.
Oh, it's a good battle.
Yeah. I think he should be okay. And he is.
What a good fight. But where can he go next time, Ralph? I think that's pretty much his limit.
Looks like it.
Myhrvold Jonsson, from
yeah.
Norway, 217.5 kilos.
This is a personal best. 210 was a personal best. So this will give him a 7.5 kilo. And his personal best. There's fight again.
Good fight.
Again, should be okay. Yeah.
3 white lights. Now Yuri Rabbuka from Ukraine. What a battle by Myhrvold Jonsson.
This will equal his personal best.
Yeah, most of the Ukraine lifters wear the blue and gold Ukraine
Yes.
singlet. He's choosing the generic SPD, sorry. Same as the last one. Same outcome, 3 white lights. Nielsen from Sweden, 4 to go in the second round.
It's going flying by.
Well, it's 2 big back-to-back
Yeah.
flights, but it seemed to have
Really
gone by
flying
in
by.
no time.
This will be 5 kilo below his personal best, which is 230.
A reminder at the end of third round squat, we'll have a 10-minute break.
Yep.
Come back for bench press.
He's fight again.
And that is 3 white lights for Nielsen. Now the top 3, Serginko, the Russian, 235.
Personal best by 10 kilo. If he gets this, his opener was equal his personal best. This will be a 10 kilo increase.
Taking a long time to steady himself. Gets the squat command.
It's
Oh,
fight
that looks
again.
good.
Looks good.
Looks like he's built to squat,
Yeah,
doesn't
doesn't
it,
it?
Ralph?
And that puts him in first place in the squat for the moment.
Now, the French lifter has upped his opener by 10 kilos.
Yes. And this will put him into the lead.
The
in the squat.
Italian lifter who will follow him has upped his opener by 15 kilos.
And you know something, it's good to get the opener in the blood.
Yeah.
If you're feeling good, you know.
This is Paul Remboville. And we were very impressed with his opener.
Certainly was. Technique is perfect.
that is
had to
good
work for that.
technique. 3 wide lights. And that takes the lead.
Yes,
But
it does.
Angelini can take it back.
Back, yeah.
250 on the bar, only 7.5 kilos below the European record. Junior record, that is, of course.
Yeah. Now, if he gets this, will he have a attempt at it, you reckon? Why
I'm
not?
not sure because he's battling
He's
with
battling,
Ramboville
yeah, of course.
for gold. So
In overall.
he's 22. He's got another year as a junior that he can set records. He doesn't want to throw away the title, going for a record, missing it, and then losing the title by 2.5 kilos.
You're correct. You're correct, Marty.
Oh,
Has to
that's
work
good.
for
That's
it.
good. Yeah. And he gets it 2-1. The Netherlands referee called it in depth. Other two said it was good. Into the third round. And this is Havlich. Yeah. And it just seemed to bury him, Ralph.
Yeah,
it wasn't a technique thing, was it?
No, I think it's just too heavy, I think. Let's see what happened.
No.
Same thing. Yes,
And up
too
at
heavy.
the other end of the board, I can tell you, Ramboville has given up on the pursuit of gold. He's only gone 247.5. Angelini already has 250. Angelini has gone 258. I honestly didn't think he would go for that.
This is a very important lift coming up. He needs this to stay in the competition. He missed his first two.
Must get this.
Yeah.
Hubert Konjak from Poland.
He must get this one to stay in the
Oh,
competition.
we wish him well.
Yes, we do.
No. What a shame. What a shame.
You just think that was too heavy. So
Yeah.
why to start at something you maybe have not done before in competition?
Well, De Buck got a PB with his second attempt. Another 5 kilos on the bar.
Now his squatting is in excellence, isn't it? Technique.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's one we haven't seen before. So 23. So it's his last year in competition as a junior.
But only been competing for a year.
For a year.
We're sure we'll see a lot more of him.
Sure. Look at that.
Oh,
perfect
that's good,
squat.
and he smiles. 3 wide lights. Now the other Italian, Francesco Bighi from Italy.
Yep. Should be another personal best. And should move him from 9 to 6 in the squat.
No, just too much.
Yeah.
He started shaking his head.
Way at the bottom.
He gave it a go. He took it for a
Of
ride.
course.
Now Simon Jonsson Myhrvold again.
Big personal best.
Yeah, 220.
220, yeah.
10 kilo PB. But he had to fight for his 217.5. He's
He
only
just
put the
gone up
minimal increase
to
on.
2.5.
He must know he's close to his absolute limit now. Can he fight one more time?
Which will keep him in 6th place in the squat. No. You're right, Martin. That was on the limit, the last one.
And I think mentally,
Yes.
he knew he was on his limit last time as well. And in those cases, you know, you might be better just scratching the third,
Go
conserving
back and
energy,
relax. Yeah.
mental as well as physical. Now Kumpalainen, he's going 222.5
Personal
kilos.
best by 2.5 kilos. Taking from 8th to 5th in the squat. No.
No.
Too heavy.
Well, hardly surprising to see missed attempts in third round squats. And the hardest job in powerlifting probably is repeatedly taking off blue plates and putting on red ones. I don't think my shoulders would be up to that anymore. There was a day, but I click too much now.
Me too, Martin.
Yuri Rabbuka.
I mean, spotting now is a very difficult job. I mean,
Yeah.
you're lifting plates on and off all day. Our own system, you have to take the weight off, back down to, and then up again. Personal best.
This is Rabbuka, 227.5.
He's driving it. Could be
Four
good.
reds, 1 1/4 and a collar,
Yeah.
and 3 white lights.
He's taking him to 4th place, 54th in the squat. Just
Just-
outside the medal in the squat.
Just a little reminder,
Yeah.
these guys are juniors. It's so easy to forget,
Don't
isn't
forget.
it?
The same goes in the sub juniors. It was the same
Yeah.
thing. We totally forget that they're little babies, really.
Now Andrea's Nielsen, just outside the medals. This would put him into 4th,
Oh, 4th
place.
place, yeah. Just outside.
ahead of Rabbuka.
This will equal his personal best. Oh
No.
no.
Just too much. So he finishes 5th. Rabbuka finishes 4th. And we're now into the top 3. Zerginko, well, he can't reach the top 2, but he can add another 5 kilos to his total. And prognosis has him in the top 3.
Right,
And he will want every kilo he can
course.
garner.
of course. And this will keep him in 3rd place in the squat. Big personal best. 235 is a personal best. And now going 240 for another personal best. And he's working for it.
Oh, as we said, look at the build,
Yeah,
Ralph.
absolutely.
Born to
Builds the
squat. 3 white lights. Good fight as well. Now, Paul Wemboville. Need to get my French pronunciation up to speed, Ralph.
Speed,
You're
yeah.
having an afternoon off on Wednesday, and
Okay, yeah. And
young
you're
Charlotte
you're gonna get some lessons.
Devan is joining us for that session.
Right.
He's only taken 2.5
Yeah,
kilos.
again.
Now, will he be wise and the Italian not so wise? Or will it be the other way around and suddenly the Italian opens up a big lead? Because Remboville has only gone up 2.5 kilos, building a total. Angelini has gone up 8, chasing records.
No.
No.
Obviously 245 was his limit.
Yeah. Now Angelini 258 for a new European junior record, but remember he has done more than this.
Yeah. His PB in 262.5, which must be a national record.
Well, it's showing as a World Open record,
A
which
world.
it's not.
Is it
It's
not?
a European junior record, and I think it's the scoreboard was wrong there. It's a European junior record, ignore. And it's a European Open record as well.
It's open record.
It's European Open and junior record, not world. Oh boy, big lift.
Yeah, certainly is.
Remember, he's still
European
Remember,
Open.
he's still a junior
junior.
next year.
22 years old at the moment.
Oh,
Yes,
he's fighting, he's
goal!
fighting.
Oh,
No! What a good try, Ralph.
Certainly was.
And that ends a quite splendid powerlifting session. I'm going to go back to my remark, Ralph. If he'd gone up 2.5 kilos or 5, he would have built towards his total.
Could he pay for it at the end?
He could well do. We'll remember that. He was tempted by the record. He had a go at the record and probably threw away at least 2.5, possibly 5 kilos as a result of that. Hope you've enjoyed the first session here in Kaunas in Lithuania this morning at the 2019 European Powerlifting Championships. We'll take a short break. Join us again in about 9 minutes' time. Junior Women Bench Press 57 kilo class. and welcome back to Kaunas in Lithuania on what has been a quite spellbinding morning of lifting so far. Next up is the bench press, junior women 57 kilos, back to back with the junior men 74 kilos, joined again by Ralph Farquharson.
Yep, welcome back.
I think while we wait for the first lifter, Ralph, it may be a good time to give a shout out to the sponsors.
Yes.
So a big thank you to the sponsors, without whom events like this simply could not be put on. And they are Elico, Uplift, SBD, Lyoko, Titex, ER Equipment and A7. Thank you to each and every one of you. And I'm sure, Ralph, in your capacity as the Secretary General of the EPF rather than the co-commentator, you would echo my view that if we could get other sponsors on board as well, not necessarily directly related to powerlifting, but companies that would benefit from the association.
From a fantastic strength sport. Just relate that to your company. It could be a car company, power, anything to relate it to power.
Forklift truck.
Anything like cranes.
Like that, yeah.
There's many companies out there.
Nutrition companies.
Yeah. So, we welcome you on board. The sport is growing at an enormous rate, and you're coming in at the lower level. So, yes, please, come on, join us.
Now, this is Susanna Haddokova, representing Ireland. Opening weight is 55 kilos.
Just below her personal best, which is 60 kilo.
That looked very easy. She smiles. That looked effortless, Ralph.
It did.
Now, Katrin Kelly-Repo from Estonia, also 55 kilos on the bar.
Maybe you can explain a little bit the benefit of this high arch, what advantage it came from.
Yeah, well, the two big advantages, Ralph. One, it reduces the range of motion, i.e. the amount of distance a bar has to travel, but it also engages the bigger muscles of the pec major rather than the pec minor if the lifter's flatter on the bench. So
that's a good
you're engaging bigger muscles and the bar isn't traveling so far, so if you can do it, it's a very good idea to do it. Yeah, if you combine that with the widest grip you possibly can. And when Donna Bergland comes out, you will see
the
that.
difference, yeah.
Now, Esther Gutierrez from Spain, 60 kilos on the bar.
This is just below her personal best, which is 62.5. That's good.
Oh, that's easy as well. She breathes a sigh of relief, puffs her cheek as she comes off.
One more question, Marty, before we move on. Is any danger, you think, from the high arch to the spine? I mean, people worry if you get the spine in normal position.
They say you're not talking to an expert on the subject, Ralph.
Well, I know, but people at home watching may want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that you really have to train the flexibility.
Yeah, me too. I think you should train it. Don't just go into a high arch.
And really you train it with very light weights as well, like we were saying about technique generally.
Yes.
Navikaite.
Ooh. Did you get started?
Well, it was...
yes,
I think so,
done.
yeah.
Didn't look like it.
Now, Tau Jakobsen, 67.5 kilos. She's 2.5 kilos below her personal best. All these young lifters, they've all trained that arch.
Yes.
That's a bit more of a battle than some we've seen, but it's a good lift nonetheless.
When you say we train the arch, I mean, so most lifters now train 4 or 5 times a week, maybe bench, maybe 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So this incorporated in the training plan.
That's
yes?
right. And they'll do very light weights
Yes.
with the arch and get the arch as extreme as they can. And of course they'll do other ancillary exercises as well. It's not something you should just watch on the live stream and go into your gym and try on day one with your maximum weight. And you know, if you're doing that, really get a coach.
That was the next question. That was good.
3 wide lights. Now, Shayna Kay, 72.5 kilos on the bar. Well, she opened up with the PB and squat. She's opening up with a 5 kilo PB and bench press. I mean, that's a big. 5 kilos is big at this body weight class.
So she must have really done this in training.
Yeah,
close to it.
Must reflect her training. Must do, surely.
Oh yes, that's confident.
And 3 wide lights. Now Zubova, squat gold medalist. But there's a few out after her in the bench. And this competition is going to go down to the last deadlift.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's good from Zubova.
Which is we all want to see.
Well, yeah, it might not be good for our voices, but other than that,
it's good for the sport.
Yeah, great for the sport.
I remember some years ago, I organized the World Championship. I won't say which year, but the TV company came and said yes, they would like to flame it, but where is the bottle? And there was no bottle.
Yeah.
And that's what they want to see.
Yeah.
Well, they can't see it today because every class there is battle for the first 3.
Yeah, all 3 women's flights yesterday went down to the last deadlift, as did the men's 120. And indeed the men's 105, because Kirill Sakharov from Great Britain won it with the final deadlift.
Okay.
The Dutch lifter in the 120s lost it with the final deadlift. As I said, he was locked at the top and then just rocked forward before he was already smiling and celebrating. And
which do happen, unfortunately.
Yes,
I've seen many people. You know, I can say I also done it as well once. Got to the top, got excited, and just dropped the bar.
As you do.
So it can happen.
So Agnes Alves from France, 85 kilos for her, and Nazarova. Bergland just in another league in the bench.
Yeah. Well, the whole families are they're benchers.
Gets a start command.
That's
good, yeah. Same weight for Nazarova.
This will equal her personal best.
That's good as well. Not quite sure it was as good as Alva's. Well, she got a yellow.
One red.
Let's see if we can see what that was for. Yeah, it's difficult with the thigh position to see if the butt came up or not. The referee will be in a better position than the camera was.
That's
now Donna Bergland, last man out, last woman out in the first round.
She will be 3 kilo below the European record. See?
Yeah, European record and the world junior record, 113.5. Yeah. Expect that to go in the next round.
I think that will go.
Because her PB is 120.5. No words. That was just so easy. And we're into the second round. It's Haddock of Ireland. 60 kilos on the bar.
And this will equal her personal best.
Yes, I think every lifter in this class uses a really big arch, Ralph. That'll look good. And it's not something you'll get taught in your local gym.
No, not at all. And when you say, if you want to be a good powerlifter, get yourself a good powerlifting coach. It's a different. Yeah, these people know what powerlifting is about, how to develop the muscle group to make you into a good powerlifter. So it's not a case of going to a local gym and see the instructor and to train you as a powerlifter. It won't work.
No, Captain Kelly Repo, it'll get you so far.
So far, which your natural strength will do.
Yeah.
Personal best.
And 2-1. Near side referee gave a yellow this time. You can see her in the picture looking really closely. And again, when you've got the really extreme arch, Ralph, sometimes our camera angle, the thigh is almost blocking out to where the butt is in contact with the bench. So we just got to go with the referees and, say they've got the better position.
Which they have.
Esther, Gutierrez.
But again, Martin, we can we are commentators. We just give you our views.
Yeah, we can only go by what we see. And what we think there is one referee thought the butt came off the bench. And we saw in the replay she had a really good view. This is Gutierrez. 65 kilos, new personal best.
Yes. She hit before to get. I think she may have got this, Martin.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah,
well, 2-1. She got a yellow again.
She don't mind. She got through white lights, which is enough.
Oh yeah, the butt came up there, definitely.
That's okay. Sometimes you gain it, sometimes you lose a little bit. So.
Navikaite. 65 kilos for her.
She had to work to the middle.
She did, didn't she? And she gets 3 white lights. Rebecca Tau Jacobson, or Jakobsen, sorry. 70 kilos on the bar. She obviously feels she was close to her limit with her opener. This equals her personal best as well.
Yeah, I feel not really. Take 2.5 kilo.
Yeah.
You know?
2.5 kilo
Yeah.
jumps is probably just about
Just
right.
about right, yeah.
If you open sensibly. No.
No.
No. No. Nadezhda Medveka from Latvia, her second bench press attempt, 70 kilos.
That's a good bench. She didn't seem to have a very big arch, did she? She's
No,
like
not
a
compared to some of the
semi-arch.
others, yeah.
Yeah.
Shayna Kay, 75 kilos on the bar for her. Well, if you remember, she opened on a PB,
Yes, she did.
and now she's going 2.5
2.5
kilos
kilo.
more.
Which is a good call. That looks good.
Oh yes, excellent lift from Kay. 3 white lights. Now Zubova, 82.5 kilos on the bar. She's in 5th place. This won't move her, but of
No.
course we'll add 5 kilos to her total. Prognosis has her battling with Donna Bergland. They both make their next lifts. There's only 2 kilos between them.
Right.
And Alves is only a few kilos further back. So that's good. Yeah, Zubova is the better squatter and deadlifter. Bergland is the better bench presser.
By
And it's a
far.
case of can she build
Well,
enough
that-
of a lead
yeah.
after the bench press.
Because obviously she got very short arms,
Yeah.
short hands. She's not a very good deadlifter.
Now
So she
Rampon,
need a big bench.
and she's going world record second attempt, so she has indeed got a big bench. Fanny Rampon, France, 87.5 kilos. 1 kilo short of her PB, which is a French junior record.
No.
No, 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 no. Three lifts in the second round. Next up, Nazarova. She's in second place on body weight from Alves, and this would keep her there and add 5 kilos. Alves will follow though on 92.5 to try and move into silver medal position. No one but Donna Bergland is going to get the gold.
Some new personal best.
In bench,
85.
of course.
In bench, yeah. Just miles away in a different league.
No,
No.
no, no, no. Well, that just seemed too heavy. I'm not sure it was anything technical, Ralph.
No, I didn't see any technical there. Just too heavy.
Now, Agnes Alves, 92.5 kilos.
Equal to personal best. Put her in second place.
Yeah, this for a silver in bench, currently in bronze. And remember, they all have an eye on the total.
That's what they're here for.
Yeah,
If you can get on records.
this would put her
along the
on
way.
prognosis within 10 kilos of Zubova and 12 kilos of Bergland. So it's a big, big lift because if she doesn't get it, she moves 7.5 kilos back on the prognosis. And she will question why she took so big a jump. No.
Too heavy. That looks too heavy to me. Yeah.
Well, 4 of the top 5, 4 of the last 5 lifters, Ralph, have missed their seconds.
Second attempt.
Just apparently going too heavy, jumping too much too soon. And now Donna Bergland, world record attempt, 118 kilos. The chip is to force Zubova to go 2.5 kilos more than she would otherwise have to do. Bergland 0.05 of a kilo heavier than Zubova. Tiny margins. World record on the line, but she has done more than this in Swedish competition. Oh boy.
The movement is so short.
3 wide lights. And a new world junior record, Donna Bergland. Well, it's a new world open record as well, Ralph.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, sorry we missed that. It's a world open record as well as a world and European junior record. Wow. And into the 3rd round. And the question is, can any of those who made the big jump with the 2nd put it right in the 3rd? So this is Susanna Haddock, 62.5 kilos on the bar. Lifted really well so far. This for a new personal best.
Oh, fight for that.
Yeah, it looks good. 3 wide lights. Now, Katrin Kelly-Repo, Estonia, 62.5 kilos.
It's a big personal best. Our 2nd attempt, 60 was a personal best. This is to increase it by 2.5. No.
No. Now Gutierrez taking 67.5. Well, she got a PB in her 2nd, Ralph.
Yep. So
looking to add another 2.5 kilos.
The least you can take is 2.5, and we discussed many times. We think at this level, maybe 1 kilo increase should be what should be needed.
And would you believe she's a good deadlifter?
Yeah, I mean she could be among the medal. She could be. I mean, as you know, the Spanish are very
among the deadlift medals. I think she's a bit too far back in the overall.
Overall,
with Bergland and Zubova and Nazarova and Alves all up there near the top. But certainly chance of a deadlift medal. And this to go 3 from 3 on the bench.
Maybe too heavy. Yeah, I thought when she was coming down, you could see she was nervous here. But she did well.
And sometimes when you get nervous, you slacken your back a bit and let your front muscles take over, and then it's all gone.
We discussed this many times. Bench press is probably the most technical of the 3 lifts to develop, because so many muscle groups you must take care of.
Yep. Now Rebecca Tau Jakobsen, 70 kilos on the bar.
Equal to personal best. She missed this. 2nd attempt. Can she make this time? No. No.
No. Same outcome. Now Navikaite, the Lithuanian, well, she's taken a 5 kilo jump.
5. This will equal her personal best, so.
No, that was too much.
Yeah. 5
too
kilo,
much of a jump.
5 kilo jump is on your third attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much.
You've got to have really been flying on your first two.
Yeah.
At this body weight to do that. Medveka from Latvia. Well, she jumped 2.5 kilos first to second, but she's jumping 5 kilos
again.
second to third.
Is this wise?
Let's soon find out. What a battle. What a battle. Just waiting, and
she
it's
got it,
2 to 1. Referee on the far side, yellow. We'll have a look at it again, possibly for butt. It would, yeah,
looks
I saw a little bit of daylight there, Ralph. But one gave it, one didn't, and you couldn't disagree with either of them. Now, Shayna Kay, 77.5 kilos on the bar.
This is a big personal best. Her previous personal record coming to this competition was 67.5.
Oh, she's fighting it. Oh, yes, that's good.
This. Yes, she has. Well done.
Now Zubova, 85 kilos.
2.5 kilo above her personal best. And this will put her from 5th to 4th in the bench press. Fighting it.
Yes, that's good. See, that's the way to do it. 2.5 kilo increases each time, and she ends up where she needs to go, and she is delighted with that.
And we say this many times, Martin, each lifter being given 3 attempts at each discipline.
Yeah, use them
wisely.
Why
do you start at the highest weight on your first attempt, and you got 2 more, we know where to go.
Fanny Rampon from France, she jumped 5, didn't get it. She looks a bit more determined, if anything, this time coming to the bench. This will put her into silver medal position in the bench. Currently, silver medal 85 with Nazarova.
Well, she missed this on the second attempt.
Can she put it right? Oh, it's better. It's better. Yes, she can. 3 white lights for Rampon. Now Nazarova, 90 kilos again, Ralph.
Yeah.
She didn't get this last time.
Didn't.
Can she do what Rampon did?
This will put her into 2nd place in the bench press. She moved her from 3rd to 2nd. She needs to execute this one.
No, no. this is Agnes Alves. Last but one. Remember, after this, straight into the 74 junior men.
This will equal her personal best, and you move her into second place.
Yeah, she's just out of the medals in fourth place with 85 on body weight from Nazarova, but this will put her into second.
Oh,
yes!
Where'd that come from?
Oh, Ralph, you took the words out of my mouth. I haven't got a clue. Two of them looked to have been buried by their second bench press, and then they come out third time and they do it.
Literally blow it away.
One lift to go, and this is a World Open bench press record by 22-year-old Donna Bergland from Sweden. Final bench press of the flight.
This will equal her personal best. A world record.
Yeah, she's done it before, but remember, world and European records can only be set in international competition.
You're right.
She's done this at her national championships. Can she replicate the form on the international stage? Well, she's locked it. I'm going to wait and see what the referees say. It's 2 white lights and a new world open record for Donna Bergland.
Open.
I wasn't sure if I'd seen downward movement or not.
Well.
Oh, it was too close to call from here, Ralph, for sure. But what excitement.
Could have gone either way.
And it's, well, the upshot is, Ralph, she got 2 white lights. It is a new world record. Superb lifting from Bergland. And I'd like to talk about that for a little bit longer, but we have to move on. And we're moving on to the 74 juniors.
Yeah.
And I see Konjak, the Pole, who didn't get a squat in, is withdrawn from the competition, Ralph.
Yeah.
There are
I see. Yeah.
crosses against his name.
Maybe he had an injury because you cannot allow to continue.
You are.
So maybe because of slight injury, so I decided to call
So
it
this is Havlich, 120 kilos. Now this is Paul Remboville, silver medal in squat, a very good deadlifter, but as is often the case, second out in bench press. Because the things that make you good at deadlift are the very things, the long arms, that hurt your bench press, because it means you have to press the bar that much further. Oh, that's good. Best bench presser I can remember, Ralph, with really long arms was Dave Carter.
Yes.
Yeah, you looked at him, you think he can't bench a lot with the length of those arms, but by gum, he could.
Certainly he could.
Now, Elias de Boek, Belgium. Only been competing for a year. First time we have seen him in front of the cameras, but he acquitted himself really well on
his squat was perfect. Oh, that's easy.
Oh, wow, that looked really easy, didn't it?
Did it just?
That was 140, and it moved as if it was an empty bar. Now Yuri Rabbuka from Ukraine. Same weight in the bar, 140 kilos. And Kumpalainen from Finland, he'll take the same weight as well, which will make the loaders very happy indeed.
Yes, and they're really doing a great job so far. It's a long week. Was it 8 days competition?
10.
10 days competition.
10. Don't say 8 days or the treasurer will hear you. $140 kilos for Rabbuka. Had to work a little bit, but that's good, I think.
Be good.
And 3 wide lights. The coach is remonstrating him with him a little bit. I think he was saying you didn't touch the right point in the chest, you went a bit high, and possibly he did, and that's why he had to work a little bit harder than he might otherwise have done. Itu Kumpalainen, same weight again, 140 kilos. He's 5 kilos above his PB, Ralph.
Yes, it is. 125, 140. We was talking about this in Dubai. We said once you get the bar to your chest, it should be a direct backward movement to drive the bar over the shoulders.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
Up there.
Although having between lifts, Ralph, my bench press plane has changed over the years. It used to be actually, as you described, but as I've had shoulder problems, it tends to go more straight up now.
Okay.
And I haven't set out to do that. It's just something that's happened. Probably the brain, such as I have, subconsciously protecting the shoulders.
The body is very, very technical piece of machinery, isn't it? It actually helps itself. Yeah.
Now this is Davigi, 150 kilos on the bar. And look at that arch.
Now, what we do now, we drop the hips down to the bench.
Won't get the start command until the hips are on the bench.
That's easy.
Great bench press. Now the other Italian lifter, Angelini, 155 kilos on the bar for him. Remember, he tried a European record in the squat.
Yes.
Didn't get it. Potentially lost a couple of kilos. Still ahead in prognosis, but he's perhaps more uncomfortably closer to second place than he might otherwise have been. We'll see as the competition unfolds. But as we've said time and time again, Ralph, one of the things about bench press is getting as many kilos as possible onto your subtotal, because that will reduce the weight that has to be in the bar for your final deadlift.
That is true. No, that's easy.
Oh, wow. It's almost like a 10,000 meters in athletics, isn't it? You can't race ahead and win the gold medal in the first couple of laps. But if you lag too far behind, you're never going to catch up again. Yeah. So you've just got to keep in there, keep in there. Now, Simon Jonsson Myhrvold from Norway, 157.5 on the bar. Oh, that was so easy.
Very easy.
Now Nielsen, 2 to go in the first round. Again, Ralph, we're really flying through. I mean, it shows how good the competition is.
Yeah.
The time is just flying by. 2 to go in the first round. 10 lifters in the competition. now that Konjak from Poland has withdrawn. $160 on the bar.
That's good.
Oh yes. Well, he got a
Got
yellow
a yellow.
from the near side judge, referee, sorry. Yeah, I can see daylight there. Can't argue with that at all. But he got away with it.
Yeah.
Now, Sergenko from Russia, last out in the first round. 172.5.
Personal best by 10 kilo.
Yeah, it's PB 162.5.
Yeah.
I mean, he must know what he's doing opening with this weight, as I'm sure we will see in the next few seconds.
Yes.
Oh,
He certainly knows what he's
yeah.
doing.
3 white lights, and that's the end of the first round. And at the end of the first round, Sergenko from Russia is in the lead, 172.5. Nielsen from Sweden second with 160. And Jonsson Myhrvold third place in the bench, 157.5. Overall, in the subtotals, Sergenko 412.5, Angelini 405, Nielsen 385. Ramboville a little further behind, 377.5, but with a very big deadlift to back it up. This is Havlish. Oh, he's having to fight.
I think he should get this. Good look.
Yes,
Three
3
white
whites. Not very often you see a lifter without wrist wraps.
No, not these days, no. And again, just explain why wrist straps are important. Why
Well,
they should wear it.
I actually don't like wearing them in training because I want to strengthen the wrist.
Yeah.
But certainly in a competition, it just
want to tighten
tightens
the ribs
everything
up,
up,
yeah.
and it can go from 2 centimeters below the wrist joint to 10 centimeters above. Number of people actually just wear it above the wrist joint, and it doesn't do a lot. It's got to be across the wrist joint to help take the weight. Ramboville 140, 7.5 kilo increase.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's
a
good.
Good second attempt.
Yeah, just go back to the 10,000 meter analogy. He's just keeping his place in the pack at the moment.
Yeah.
And the equivalent of his last 200 meter sprint will be his final deadlift.
Yeah, every 2.5 you can increase by. It's 2.5 less to get on his deadlift.
Yuri Rabbuka, Ukraine. Must have felt quite close to his limit. Last time Ralphie's only gone for 2.5 kilos more.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, maybe he was worried about nothing. Looks to be a bit more in the tank there. Now Debuk, 7.5 kilos more on the bar. Got all 3 squats.
He's opening on his personal best, and now he's gone 7.5. It's a new personal best.
He must be developing fast wrap.
Yeah,
you can see the way the wrist wrap is beyond the wrist joint and onto the top of the forearm to give that support. Otherwise, it's just a sweatband.
Looks a very promising lifter. Oh dear.
That's good as well. Probably good for 150
I would think so.
152.5 at a push.
Where is he in prognosis?
He's not in the overall running. I think
so then 150 would be about
yeah,
right.
he's just wanting to get some good competition experience.
Yeah.
Now Kumpalainen, 147.5 for the Finn. No, just too much. Not sure if it was too heavy or just lost his back tension, but either way, couldn't move it. I think it was just too heavy.
I think it was.
Yeah. It was a 7.5 kilo jump. Now Vighi, one of 2 Italians in the flight, he's taken a 7.5 kilo jump as well.
And this will be a new personal best for him. Oh, that looks solid.
Great bench press.
Yeah.
Now Angelini, the number 1 on prognosis, but it's really too close to call. I'm not even going to call him the favourite. I'm going to call him one of 3 or 4 people
possibly
in with a chance of the overall title. But this would help his cause.
Yeah, he needs to get all his 3 bench in, I think.
This would put him to 412.5, the same as Sergenko, and his opening deadlift is 25 kilos more. Gets a start command, holds it a while afterwards. Oh, that's good, that's good. That is going to really help his cause.
Of course. And what would you think, Martin? 5, 6, 7.5 kilo, or would you go 65? No, he's actually 65 at the moment.
I think I might go 165, just build the kilos. But I'm a cautious Scot, not an adventurous Italian. And he did go for the record last time rather than play safe, didn't he? So he might push it another 5. But if it was me in his corner, I think I'd go 2.5.
Me too. We're looking at the overall picture.
Yeah, this is Nielsen. Angelini's gone 5.
Okay.
Well, we wish him well.
Certainly
this is
do.
Nielsen. Oh, that's a good bench press. Two more benches in the second round next. Also in 165 is Simon Jonsson Myhrvold.
This will equal his personal best.
This will put him into bronze medal position.
Yes, you're right.
In the bench. And as we go through the next round, we'll call the positions as well. Talk a little bit about totals, but it's a little bit early to do that. Normally you like to see the first round deadlifts.
Yeah, and then work from there.
So Jonsson Myhrvold. Oh, good. That is strong.
You got that thing?
Yeah, 3 wide lights. Lot of green on this board, Ralph.
That's good.
You know, we've got the guy that scratched and only one other red light in the whole bench press competition so far. Sergenko. So impressive, 172.5.
He was.
He's gone up 7.5 again to 180.
Yeah, new personal best as well.
Well, there was a huge personal best with his
With
opener.
his opener, yeah. And that was easy, so you think this will go as well.
Oh, it's fighting, he's fighting it. He's
No, he's lost it.
No.
That surprised me.
Oh, Ralph, I do
That
apologise.
surprised me.
The commentator's curse has struck again. I might have known if I mentioned all the green, someone would come out and get a red light. I am so sorry, Mr. Sirgenko.
No, you cannot go basically on his opener. And his opener, I know he's a big opener, and he was good, but maybe 5 kilo would have been a better call.
Indeed. And then he could have gone 180 with his third.
And he would only probably last 2.5 kilo.
And it's so close, as we said, Ralph.
Yeah.
Every
kilo
counts.
can be kind. Yeah.
Now into the third round, Havlish from Czech Republic, 130 on the bar. Previous attempt 120, 127.5.
It's working. Should be good.
And 3 white lights. Remboville, he's gone another 5. You know, they're all gambling. Do I go not enough? Do I go too much?
Yeah, exactly. Game of chess at the moment.
And I guess the right call was 3.75, but you can't do that.
No.
So you have to choose 2.5 or 5 more. They've chosen 5.
Big personal best.
Oh yes, they made the right call. That looks good. 3 white lights. And he strides confidently on to the deadlift. Now Rabbuka.
This equaled his personal best. It's only increased by 2.5. Start with 140, then he went 142.5. Now he's getting 145.
Yeah, obviously
good
felt
selection.
he was. I mean, he probably felt with the 140, I haven't got 147.5, so let's get to 145 the safe way. And that's a good strategy.
It is a good strategy.
You know, you got to listen to your body and not go for something because you've done it in the gym. You've got to go with how your body feels on the day.
And this is where you trust the coach. Coach can see more than you see. And you can call it. And I think he may have got this.
Oh, that looks good. It also looked very near the limit, which makes it a good call.
Absolutely brilliant call.
Now Kumpalainen, he missed 147.5, and I bet he's wishing now he'd done the Ukrainian strategy.
Yep.
Because he would have 2.5 on the board more and would be pressing for an additional 2.5. As it is, he has to try and overcome a weight that absolutely buried him last time. He didn't even get it moving.
No.
Maybe it was technical.
I don't know. Let's see. If it wasn't, it's a bad call.
Oh, he's trying. Oh, yes, he's got it. I think he has.
Let's see.
Oh, that was a great comeback. No. We think butt up.
Yes.
We'll see the replay.
Most certainly buttocks of the bench.
Other reasons for a yellow, but most likely. Yeah, there's the daylight. Yeah. If you've got the narrow stance as you're really battling with the bar, it can be almost impossible
to keep the buttocks on the bench.
as you drive the feet to keep the buttocks down, which is why you see some people lifting very, very wide stance.
Legs. Yeah.
Which maybe gets a little bit less leg drive, but eliminates the problem of the buttocks coming off. Now this is Debuk. He went 3 from 3 on squat. This is to do the same bench.
Yes.
And I think he has done. He's happy, the referees are happy, the Belgian coaches are happy, and suddenly the world is a slightly better place. Now Vigi, 5 kilo jump, 7.5 kilos first to second, another 5 second to third.
Yep.
But both his first two have been convincing. He'll finish just outside the medals. Third place is 165 at the moment.
But it gives him a personal best.
But he'll move into fourth place ahead of Angelini on body weight.
Most importantly, it gives him 3 good bench
Yeah.
to go forward in the deadlift. Yes,
Oh,
well done.
great bench press.
Coach is happy.
3 wide lights. Coach is ecstatic. And why not? Now the other Italian lifter, Angelini, he's also taken a 5 kilo jump, and this puts him to second place in bench from 5th. But more importantly, it would take his subtotal up to 417.5, and he would be potentially leading at subtotal with a stronger deadlift than some of those closest to him.
Right, so this is an important lift. Finish with. Just equal his personal best. So he goes from 5th to 2nd. In the bench press. Oh,
Did he get the press command?
He was fast.
It was very. I didn't. I was watching on the screen because the way the spotters were placed, I didn't. And the butt came up as well.
Yep.
And no, not to be. So this is Andreas Nielsen of Sweden, 167.5. He will get silver medal in the bench, whatever happens.
Yep.
But again, looking to build a total. You never know what 3 good deadlifts with a couple of big jumps might bring.
This equal his personal best on the bench. So keep him in 2nd place. Let's go it.
No, it went down. No. Well, he gave it all he can. It was only 2.5K jump, Ralph. He got the best he could possibly get in the day. And now we have Simon Jonsson Myhrvold of Norway, and this would put him into silver medal on the bench.
He got from 3rd to 2nd.
Probably just a little bit too far away to contend for the overall title. But a silver medal in bench would be a great consolation.
Absolutely.
He's only gone up 2.5 kilos. It's gone down.
Too heavy.
Well, he's locked it out, but I expect to see blues.
Yes,
I mean, kudos to him for locking that. Let's see what the referees say. Yes, it's blues all round. And 1 lift to go, Ralph, before we go to a break. Sergenko missed 180 last time. It would have been a huge PB, of course.
Yeah.
He came in with a PB of 162.5, opened on 172.5.
Wow. Looking at the 172.5, I was almost guaranteed we'll get 180.
This will really help his prognosis. But on the other hand, if he doesn't get it, he will be really hurt, because he will struggle to match the Italian and the Frenchman on deadlifts. So really, this is a must if he wants the title. No. Well, in the old days before safety racks, Ralph, that might have been very nasty.
Could win.
But as it is, a great development in the sport, the safety racks.
That was one of the best inventions by the IPF.
You know, I saw someone in Malta many years ago, not IPF, lose most of his bottom teeth because the bar came down on his chin. And it was horrific. And thankfully, we don't have these things anymore. because the safety rack is now compulsory in
if
competition.
If spotters miss it, then the safety rack will catch it. So
and just
really
to clarify for those watching at home, the safety rack is so low that you can touch your chest without hitting the rack, but so high that it will catch the bar before it gets to your neck or face.
Correct.
Well, it's been exciting, Ralph, and once again, everything is going to go down to the wire. Absolutely down to the wire. We'll take a short break. The clock is ticking down to 9 minutes, and we will be back in 9 minutes' time for the deadlifts. Junior women 57, junior men 74. Join us then. Welcome back to Kaunas in Lithuania, to these European Classic Powerlifting Championships 2019. Beautiful city, fabulous venue, great competitions all week so far, and this morning's session is no different.
Yep.
The junior women 57 kilo class, junior men 74 kilo class back to back. We can already promise you, based on prognosis and what has already happened, that both competitions will go down to the last deadlift. I'm slightly worried about my voice, Ralph, when that happens, so you might have to be ready to take over. Hopefully you've learned all the pronunciations.
No. You have to sit in back of me and just talk in my ears.
And we're just about ready to go. Katrin Kelly-Repo from Estonia first out.
Opening our personal best.
Yeah, 107.5. And Repo comes out to get the deadlift competition underway. As usual, Ralph, I think we'll just let the first round unfold.
Absolutely.
And then we can talk more about places. Because prognosis is one thing. Seeing where they actually stand after one deadlift is another thing. Seeing where they stand after a second deadlift.
That's when you begin to assess where they are, where your strength levels are.
Because they'll be playing games. Some will be opening very heavy. Others will be opening very light and making big jumps.
And just to say that in the deadlift, in the third round, they got 2 changes.
Yes.
So this can make a lot of difference. That looks good.
Yep. And I think, talking deadlifts, Ralph, one of my abiding memories of these championships will be that poor Dutch lifter who pulled the world record, got it to the top, and about a quarter of a second before the down command moved the shoulders forward.
And lost the lift.
But this is Shayna Kay.
Equal or personal
Great
best.
Britain, 135. Well, she was over her PB with her openers in the other 2 disciplines, so by her standards, this is quite conservative. Tightens the back before she takes the grip. One of the few lifters lifting conventional. That's a nice opener. Also one of the lifters not using knee sleeves on the deadlift.
We was discussing this, whether or not any advantage to be gained wearing knee sleeves on a deadlift. I see it could be a disadvantage.
Yeah, well, the way I lifted when I could still deadlift, I think the knee sleeve, the bottom of the knee sleeve would have gotten away. This is Donna Bergland.
Looks
and that
good.
puts her to 395.5 at subtotal. And that's what everyone is going to be shooting at. Rebecca Tau Jakobsen from Norway. PB 145 on the bar. 135. 10 kilos below. She opened very near her best in squat, Ralph, and didn't have much travel during the squats weight-wise. And again, that's a tough opener.
Looks hard.
Yeah.
She got it.
Yeah. 3 white lights. And just talking to referees, Ralph, in the break, I learned something new in the rules. Once you get the start command in the squat, you can't move your foot backwards.
Right. I'm trying to think about that one.
I never knew that one before.
Thinking about it.
But that was the reason for one of the yellows we were unsure about earlier in the day. That's a good lift. That was Navakaite. Now Nazarova will be up next, same weight, 142.5 kilos.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see what they're saying. Because you can't, once you get to come on, you can't change.
No,
your
can't
position.
change your position. Yeah. But it's one we couldn't pick up from the commentary
No,
booth, so
we
it was
didn't.
interesting to find out afterwards. Because normally a yellow would be for beating the commands or downward movement in squat. Gutierrez. What do you know? A good Spanish deadlifter. There's a first.
I've never seen a weak Spanish deadlifter yet.
How is it that every
I don't
Spanish
know.
powerlifter is good as deadlift?
They obviously got very strong back and strong hips.
Do they have to be deadlifters first and then
First
learn
and
the other
foremost.
two lifts?
Yeah, it could well be.
Ekaterina Nazarova from Russia. One of two Russians in competition. 142.5 for her as well.
Yeah, just below her personal
that
best.
was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 kilos below her PB, handled with ease. But of course, she's 19, just out of the sub-juniors. She will be improving fast
Oh yeah.
at that age.
Next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
In the juniors.
Fanny Rampon from France, PB 155, on the bar 145. European junior record 182.5. We could get there, close to there today. That looks good. One of them may have to pull that if they want a gold medal. But let's wait and see. Now, Haddokova from Ireland. Well, she was out very early in squat. She was out very early in bench press. She is third last out in the deadlift.
This is a personal best. 152. Her previous is 150. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
That's a good lift.
Yeah. Good lift all day long. Now the bar goes 160. Zubova, the Russian. This will put her, Ralph, to 397.5, 4 kilos ahead of Bergland.
Can it be close?
Oh, that's easy.
That's very easy.
Last one out is Agnes Alves, 162.5. Now this would put her to 395, Ralph, within 2.5 kilos of Zubova, the leader, and within 0.5 of a kilo of Bergland. We said it was going to be close.
Yes, it's certainly. I mean, her personal best is 177.5. She's opening 162, so it should be comfortable.
And the European record is 182.5.
So it could well take a record to get the medal.
They may push each other.
That looks. Oh!
No, I'm going to wait for the referees on that one.
Me too.
Did it go down or did it just stop?
It
just stopped.
2-1.
Yeah, the referees from Poland and the Netherlands thought it was good. The referee from Belarus saw some downward movement, and we couldn't tell.
No, we will simply wait and see what.
Into the
decision.
second round, and it's Repo from Estonia again, 112.5 kilos.
Personal best.
Estonia, one of the neighbouring countries to Lithuania. Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania being the 3 Baltic states. That looks good. 3 white lights.
Yes, it is.
Now Medveka from Latvia, the other of the Baltic states that we mentioned.
And she's opening
Second
attempt, yeah.
137.5. Yeah, Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania all represented in this weight class. "23 years old, final year as a junior." No. Never really seemed to get tight before. There was no downward drive with the feet, was there?
No.
No.
You have to get your hips downwards and use the hip muscle to drive. That's a power source from the floor.
Shayna Kay, Great Britain, 142.5 on the bar. She's performed really well all day long. I mean, she'll be out of the overall medals in this the heat of this particular competition.
I think she'll be happy with her
but she's
performance.
going to leave with huge personal bests. This is her second deadlift for a 7.5 kilo PB in deadlift.
She's working, driving it, hips through, shoulder back.
Oh, that's good.
I think that should be.
Well, that puts her on 342.5, Ralph. Her total PB coming in was 315. So boy, oh boy, has she made strides today.
Big strides.
Now Donna Bergland, 142.5. This would put her to 403 and back in the lead overall. Oh yes, that looks good. And more importantly, probably not at her limit. She smiles. Now Tao Jakobsen, also 142.5 on the bar. Just outside the medal.
Yeah.
She's had a good day.
Yeah, like I said again, I say it, I know I'm repeating myself, but if you come to this major championship and you can go home with some sort of personal best, you know, in either the 3 discipline or all the 3 discipline.
No.
Yeah, you're having a good time. Yeah.
She almost seemed to be pushing off the sides of her feet
does,
rather than the middle.
Middle, yeah.
Now, Navikaite, Lithuania, 150 kilos on the bar for her second attempt.
Mr. Pupiga from 9th to 4th in the deadlift.
That looks good.
And it is.
Perhaps with an outside chance of a deadlift medal, Ralph.
Yeah.
Depends what others do, of course. But she's in the place where she could have a go for it. Now, Ekaterina Nazarova, the second Russian, if I may use that expression, in the field. This is 150. Personal best.
Yes, would be a PB. And this will put her in 4th place in his deadlift and 4th place overall.
Oh, that was good. Legs seemed to straighten a little bit early, but she pulled it. She got a red from the center referee for not locking out.
Let's look.
Well,
I can't see much here.
The referees have a different and better position than us, but we can't bring you any obvious explanation for that one. Now, Fanny Rampon, 152.5.
This will bring her from 6th to 3rd in the deadlift.
Yeah, just outside the big 3 overall.
That's nice.
But another one that could contend for a deadlift medal. Oh, she is working so hard. Oh, did she come down too soon?
Did she?
I don't know. What do the referees say? She gets it 2-1. She got a yellow from the Belarus referee, who obviously thought she beat the command, I would imagine, but the center referee didn't.
No, just look as if she come forward a little bit before the signal was given.
Now Gutierrez, 152.5. Already the Spanish national record holder.
Gone.
This to put another 2 kilos on it. Oh, it's going.
Oh, it's gone.
That looks good. That looks good. 3 white lights.
I like that you can
more
dance to the chords.
Spanish joy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we come to Haddock from Ireland. She pushes the weight up to 160. Ralph, her PB coming in was 150. She beat that with her opener. She's putting another 7.5 kilos on the bar. And this will put her into second place in deadlift. And listen to the Irish support.
Put her in second place in the deadlift for the moment.
It's moving, it's moving. Oh, yes, I think she's locked it. Long arms. They really helped there. What do the referees say? 3 white lights. And Haddock moves into silver medal position. Next 2 lifters, both on 170. And remember, Ralph, identical body weights.
Yes.
Oh boy, this could get troublesome.
Well, I hope
I think they've been measured to 3 decimal points, but our screen is only capable of showing 2.
That, I hope so, because I know this the rule was changed some time ago.
Yeah.
To say that there must be an extra digital to stop lifter finish dead heat.
Yeah.
It's going.
Oh, she's got it, I think.
And she locked the knees.
Yeah, well, let's see what the referees say. I thought it was good.
The
center referee agrees, Ralph, that it's a bit soft now. One of the side referees is coming over to talk to the head referee. I'm not sure. And they're talking about the inside of the right thigh and the right knee.
It's gone to the jury? It's gone to the jury.
I think what he's saying is possibly I agree with you. I pressed the wrong button. Not sure. We'll see if the jury will do anything. But it's been given us a good lift, but we'll just wait and see what happens. Now Zubova, as she's been pronounced by the MC, and this is the final lift of the second round. 170 puts her to 407.
Yes, that's good.
And that gives her a 4.5 kilo advantage. But more importantly, Ralph, that was easy.
Yes, it was.
It was far easier than the other contenders, which may mean she has more in the tank. She will certainly have the last pull.
She will.
She will know what she needs.
Exactly what she needs.
And if I was a betting man and I was putting money on someone, Zubova would be where my money would go. Into the third round. We'll call each lift as it comes and what they're lifting for. I can tell you Zubova leads 407.5. Let's see Repo.
Yeah,
looks good, yes. I hate talking through a lifter's lift and talking about other things because they all tend to make highlights packages. And so as we stand, Zubova's on 407.5, Bergland's on 403, Alves is in 402.5. That's where the podium is going to be. It depends who's going to be brave, who's going to be conservative. To my mind, Zubova holds all the aces because she has the last
final pull.
Actually, she doesn't, because unless there are changes, Alves has gone 177.5.
Okay.
Zubova has gone 175.
But
Remember,
don't forget to change.
the European junior record is 182.5. That's also the world junior record. One thing's sure, it's going to be won and lost on the last lift. Is it going to be won by someone who produces a wonderful deadlift, or someone who just fails to get one?
Yep.
Rebecca Jacobsen, sorry. 142.5. She missed it last time.
Yes, she did.
We've said all her openers have been heavy for her, near her limit. She missed 142.5 last time. Can she get it this time? Watch the feet. It needs a good drive for the feet. No. Straightening the legs.
Once you do
very early.
Once you do that, you're eliminating the big muscle hip.
But the body almost automatically goes into that mode
Of course.
when it can't cope with the weight. But she gave it everything she had. Her race is run. And now Shayna Kay, 147.5. Her PB coming in was 315. She is already on 342.5. This will give her 347.5.
Put her in 7th place.
A 42.5 kilo PB if she gets this. Only a 37.5 kilo PB. Where is she not to? No. I just got the feeling she was right on her limit with the second, but she's had a great competition.
Yes, of course. Great morning.
She can go away from Konas with her head held very high. Now, Donna Bergland, well, Ralph, this will put her to 4:08.
Which is the total record European.
Yes, it is. European total record. But this is gambling on Zubova not getting her next one.
Yeah.
It will put her half a kilo ahead for a European junior total record.
It's going. She locked the hips.
Oh, yes, it was everything she had, but that should be good. And
Yes,
it is. 3 white lights. New European junior total record. Boy, oh boy, has she performed today. And still, it may not be enough to win the title. Rampon next, 155. Just out of the medals, both total and deadlift. Comfortably top 6.
But this equal her personal best and the deadlift.
And a big PB on total. Was 365.
Yes,
This would take it to 372.5.
Oh, will she get it?
Oh, it's just come out of her hand. And the answer to your other question, had she held it, Ralph, I don't know.
No.
I just don't know. What a brave attempt. She gave everything she could. Now Nazarova, 155 on the bar. She is stuck in 4th place, just off the podium. There's nothing she can do to bridge the gap.
So take her to 4th in the deadlift and keep her in 4th place in the total. Big personal best in the deadlift, 155. She comes here with one. She got it? No.
No, never got it moving. I had half an eye on the stage and half an eye on the scoreboard, Ralph. It's Gutierrez next. And she is going 160. So we've had a change, It's Haddock next. She's gone 162.5, the Irish lifter. And this would keep her in 3rd place in deadlift. And she is lighter than Gutierrez by 0.3 of a kilo. Listen to the Irish support. Now she's got long, long arms. You almost think she's not there, and suddenly she is.
Yeah, he is.
One last big effort, a possible medal for Ireland. No! The hips went back when they needed to go forward, and that's what happens when the weight is just too much. But she's acquitted herself wonderfully well. Now, this is the Lithuanian, and she is looking to go from 7th to 3rd. We did say she might be an outsider for a medal, Ralph.
You did say that. And could well
she's taken a big jump, 12.5 kilos, 162.5,
well,
puts her in bronze medal position in deadlift. Why not? In front of her home crowd. One huge pool, and she might end up on a podium. Oh, she's got it moving. She's fighting. I think she's got that, you know. She got the down command. I think it's good.
Yes, she got it. Well
white
done.
lights for Lithuania. And a most improbable bronze medal in deadlift might just be about to happen. Only the Spaniard can take it away.
She's going from 6th to 3rd. So she could take it away from her.
This is Esther Gutierrez, and this is for the bronze medal. No one can come past her. This is to push Navakaite down to 4th and take bronze for Spain.
In the deadlift.
And listen to the Spanish fans.
This is for bronze medal in the deadlift.
No, just too much. Well, Ralph, we called that one from a long way back. A bronze medal for Lithuania out of nowhere in the deadlift, and now the top two. Ralph, if they both get their lifts and no one changes, they're both in 410. They're both the same body weight showing on the screen. I don't know how to call this.
Well, I don't either. I hope you're right to say that he can't show
I think if Alves doesn't change, she must be the lighter on the third on the third decimal point. Because otherwise, surely she would.
I don't know.
Oh, she's fighting.
Dear.
Oh, where on earth did that come from? I thought she was gone. 3 white lights. And Zubova takes the lead. That's a new European total record. She is now 2 kilos ahead of Bergland. And Alves is the heavier, Ralph, on the third decimal point. She has taken it up to 180.
Right, okay.
We must assume she was the heavier.
Yeah,
and this is for another European total record.
Yes, it
and
is.
This is for the European title. But can she possibly jump 10 kilos? It's the final deadlift.
If you want to win the title, you're going to have to break a record.
Well, the last two have broken a record, and they may not win it.
That's true.
Here we come. This to go from third to first in total.
And in deadlift as well.
No, it's not moving. Ralph, she has to settle for third. But if she needs any consolation, it took 2 European total records to beat her.
Yeah.
Wow, what a competition we just had. Let me summarize. The champion is Zubova on 410, a new European total record. Silver medalist Donna Bergland on 408, and that was the European record until Zubova came along. And then the French lifter just missed the 180. She finishes on 402.5 in bronze medal position, behind only 2 European records. Ralph Farquharson, how good was that?
That's absolutely special.
And much as we would love to talk about that
We haven't
for the
got the
next 5
time.
minutes, we've got to move straight on. And this is Havlich. And that was a good lift with 200. Oh, I think we just need to sit back and take a little breath.
Yes, let the unwind the first round.
And now the Russian who was leading on subtotal, Ralph, on 412.5, and the lighter body weight is second out in the
On
deadlift.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons we always say let the first round of deadlifts unfold and then we get a clearer picture of where we really are. This is the guy we said was built to squat, got a PB in bench as well, opening on 215, but he could be playing games. But that suggests he's not.
No, that looks.
It was a good lift, but
yeah,
I don't think he's
there.
I don't think he's got another 30 kilos there.
No, I don't think so either.
And that leaves him very exposed. In fact, the leader at subtotal, if everyone gets their first round deadlifts, he will only be in 5th place after one deadlift. Now Yuri Rabbuka, 220 kilos on the bar for the Ukraine lifter, 10 below his personal best. Oh, that's nice and easy.
Solid up
Yep.
there. 3 weight, light.
Now we've got Eete Kumpalainen, 220 kilos for him as well.
He's opening very conservatively. His personal best is 250.
Well, it's better than opening too heavy.
Too heavy.
He's
Agree.
got 2 more lifts.
I agree.
Been so many good Finnish deadlifters over the years. Oh, that looks nice and easy.
Yeah. You're right. My mind go back to the great Vertinen.
Yeah. And Yuri Martikainen isn't too
Martikainen,
shabby.
Yeah.
This is Simon Jonsson Myhrvold, 227.5 kilos. Should be good.
Yes.
Now 230 for Elias de Boek.
This will be a personal best.
And he's 6 from 6.
Yeah, lifted well today. Yeah. It's not his first year in competition, but I think he could be a really good quality senior lifter next year.
Yeah. And certainly give him a couple of years with
Oh,
the
yes,
potential we've seen here.
Could well be.
No, by the time he's 25, 26, could
No
be
injuries,
right up
no
there.
injuries, of course.
And they've got some very good coaches in Belgium to bring him
Certainly
on.
have. That
Looks good, yep. I think he could have held that all day long. Now, Ricardo Angelini. We expect the battle to be between him
Yeah.
and Remboville.
And he's opening very conservative with 2:45. PB is 2:75.
This is get one on the board.
Yep. Perfect right. And he has got one on the board.
No fuss, walks off, no celebration.
Yep, let's go and look at what we need to get into the medals.
Now it's Andreas Nielsen from Sweden next. 245 kilos on the bar for him. Three to go in the first round. With the double overhand hook grip. You wouldn't catch me doing that grip, Ralph. What about you?
No, I have tried it. It is so painful. But apparently you got to keep trying it until
people have said to me you'd have to be mad as a bucket of frogs to grip it like that. But it works for some.
It certainly does.
Now Francesco Vighi. This would put him in 627.5. He's not in overall contention, I don't think. But in terms of deadlift, he is more than in contention for a medal.
Certainly would be.
No, the foot slipped. Did you see that?
I missed it.
Left foot slipped. Watch the replay, and he just lost all stability. I wondered perhaps is there a bit of talc on the floor coming off. See that?
Oh yes.
Yeah, they've all got talc on their thighs to help the bar slide up, and I suspect the platform may need a little bit of a clean.
Well,
it's particularly dangerous for sumo lifters because if the foot slips and the bar comes down, where's the bar going to come down?
On your toes.
Yeah. Now Paul Remboville, La France, last man out. This would put him to 6-6-2.
And this will be
the lead at the end of the first
but
round.
it's also give him equal his personal best.
He's sort of a semi-sumo.
And that is easy.
Wow! And Xavier looks down and says, I told you
happy.
so. But the Italian is capable of big jumps. He's actually jumped 15 kilos from first to second. So we'll just call each second round lift as they come out. And this is Patrick Havlich, 220 kilos on the bar. I should say solid column of green apart from Vighi.
Yeah.
And that was a foot slip, not a strength issue.
Strength, yeah.
Oh, this is tough.
Oh,
it's tough.
Finish it. Can you finish it?
It's very strong.
Is his shoulder back?
I think so.
Okay. Yes,
Three white lights. Serginko. Now, just a reminder, Ralph, Serginko was leading at subtotal, and all of a sudden, unless Vighi doesn't get a lift in, Serginko was gone from the overall podium. Simple as that. 222.5 just cannot compete with the big deadlifters.
No. But he'll put you in third place overall
for
the
now,
moment,
but remember Vighi.
Yeah, no.
But that's good.
It is good.
He's doing what he can. Now Rabbuka. 232.5 for the Ukrainian lifter. And I have to say, Ralph, this platform crew is doing a fantastic job. The rate at which they're changing the weights is probably taking half an hour off a session.
Yeah,
so
at least.
Huge thanks to them for the work they're doing, because we've got 491 lifters this week, and if you have a slow platform crew, you're going to be here till midnight. This is Rabbuka.
Should put him in 4th place in the deadlift and 7 to 6 in the overall. That looks good.
Yeah, good lifting. Simon Jonsson Myhrvold next. 240 kilos on the bar for him. And this will put him to 4th in deadlift. He is again just out off the podium.
Yeah.
He's in 5th place.
And that won't move anywhere. He's staying 5th. He gets this. But this is be a personal best.
Yeah, by 2.5 kilos. Go, he's having to work. And yes, that's good, I think. Oh boy, how he had to work for that.
Certainly had to fight it.
Fist pumps the coach. 3 white lights. Now, Kumpalainen, he opened very conservatively, Ralph.
Yeah, 200.
It looked really
20.
easy as opener. 240 on the bar now. We'll put him from 9th to 4th. I don't know if he's coming out, is he? I mean, he may have picked up an injury and only be taking 1 lift. But I think if Kumpalainen was coming out, he'd have been there by now. And I'm seeing the next lifter, De Buck, in the background, chalking his hands. No, I think the speaker's got it wrong. The bar's already loaded. And
well, it's longer than 9 seconds, so
the referees,
if that could be nice.
The referees will wait till 0, hit the red lights. And you see the official no lift recorded on the score sheet. And now Elias De Buck, the Belgian, who has been very impressive today. This would move him to 4th place in deadlift.
Yeah, but he's one for the future, you think?
Oh, definitely. The big lift in many ways is the next one. It's Vigi.
That looks good.
And I think that's 8 from 8. And 3 white lights on every lift. Now Vigi, the only red from the first round, and if you remember, his left foot slipped.
Foot slipped a little bit. Let's see if he can plant his feet and really get the drive from
He
the
might
floor.
want to take the bar a little bit forward, and that is exactly what he's doing. Because sumo can be so dangerous if your feet slip. But then I guess all sport comes with a risk.
Of course it is.
He gets it this time. And the Italian coach celebrates the 3 white lights and hits him so hard on the left shoulder that he may not be able to bench press for a month. Now Ricardo Angelini, 260 on the bar. This will put him into 2nd place in deadlift, but far more importantly, 1st place in total.
Oh, yes,
this will give him 672.5.
It's going. Yes, I think he's got it.
Yeah. Wait for the referees, 3 white lights. Yeah. And next we have Nielsen.
This will be a PB.
Big jump from Nielsen, Ralph.
Yeah.
And this will put him into 3rd place.
3rd place and 2nd place in the deadlift. So this is a very important pole.
And push the Russian Serginko off the podium for the time being. Andreas Nielsen, penultimate lifter in the second round.
Looks good, looks good.
Should be 3 white lights.
Should be.
No,
three,
2.
white
Let's
lights.
have a look at that again. The referee from Belarus thought it wasn't fully locked out. Maybe the right knee, you know.
You may be right.
Maybe the right knee was a bit
Was a little bit
soft.
soft, yeah.
They're not necessarily going to see that on the other side or notice it so much at the front with the different angle. So this is Paul Rambovale. Now Ralph, this will put him to 672.5, the same as Angelini,
Right,
and
and
he
put him-
is 0.7 of a kilo lighter.
Lighter.
So this will put him into the lead
Yep.
on body weight.
And keep him in first place in the deadlift as well, obviously. Because he's the biggest deadlift here.
282.5 is what he needs to take the lead with 1 round to go. Oh, wow.
I think he must be fit.
Wow.
You got to be careful the way
I
he dropped the
think
bar.
he's okay the way he put it down. If
Okay.
you look at the replay, I think he took his hands off dramatically after the bar landed, the weights landed on the floor. But as you say, he needs to be careful. Yeah, it was okay.
He was okay.
But it can create the illusion
Yeah.
that it
When I
wasn't,
first
even
saw
if
it,
it was.
I thought,
yeah.
did he hold on to
Yeah.
the bar?
Into the third round, Ralph.
Yeah.
And we promised you at the start this is going to go to the last deadlift, and that is exactly what it's going to happen, because Rambovale and Angelini have both put in numbers that will give them 682.5. If they both make it, the French lifter will win in body weight. If they both miss it, the French lifter will win in body weight. If Angelini makes it and Rambovale does not, the title will go to Italy. Oh, Havlish really working. He's got no. Brave attempt. So really it's down to these two, Ralph, looking at third and fourth. Too far back. Now this is Serginko. This will put him to 640
Yeah.
and will mean the best he can do is fourth.
Fourth place, yeah.
Because Nielsen is already on 650 and he is 22.5 kilos behind the French and Italian lifters.
Yeah.
Hope we're keeping you up to date with everything as it happens.
This will be a personal best total as well.
No,
No?
Just too much.
Too much.
he was on his limit on 222.5 and he just felt his hamstring as he walked off.
It's very wise to pull out because the hamstring can be
Yeah, there
a
was the right
problem to
hamstring.
heal. So best to leave it alone, get it healed.
Well, one
for
of
next
the
year.
British lifters yesterday pulled out after one deadlift, Ralph,
Yeah.
because he felt his hamstring about to go. That was Poulos Kumi,
Right.
whose partner Lucia was in your chair,
Okay.
commentating on her own partner.
Well done.
Yuri Rabbuka, 242.5.
Slow.
No, just
bit too heavy.
I'd say that's the thing about sumo. Harder to get it moving, relatively easier to lock
Once
it
you
out.
got it
Yeah.
off the floor, up to about the knees.
Yeah, once you get it to the
Yeah.
knees, it's easier. But getting it moving, I am told, because I've never tried sumo in my life, I'm told it is harder to get it moving by people who know about such things.
Because don't forget the sumo lift is more the inner thighs
Yeah.
rather than the
I'm
outer.
I'm
the
also
outer.
told it's kinder on the back.
It is kinda.
Yeah. So
I mean, after a big squat, you know, it's literally give the back a rest.
So Simon Jonsson Myhrvold, his third attempt, just outside the medals and just too heavy. Now the buck, can he go 9 from 9, Ralph?
I would say so. Based on his last 2 deadlift, I think this should be good. But I think this will give him a personal best total. Oh yeah, big personal best total.
Huge.
So again, just some
total coming in was 572.
Yeah,
this will give him 615. He's already on 607. This for 9 from 9 and a possible 27 white lights. Oh, it's going, it's going.
Oh, no!
Oh.
His final deadlift failed him. He found his weak point.
I have a horrible pun in mind, Ralph, but I'm too professional to say it. But that was a great performance by the Belgian lifter.
Yeah. Right.
So this is Vigi. Moment of drama when he missed his opener, taking 260.
Yeah.
This will put him into silver medal position in deadlift.
Yes, he will. Let's keep him in 5th place in the overall.
And what might he have done if this was his second round instead of his third round?
He's got no more attempt to go.
Huge PB in total for him as well.
No,
just too much. Yeah. Well, you know, if he couldn't do 260, 255 was a very brave opener. But maybe the adrenaline drained away. He used it all up to get his opener at the second attempt. Okay, Ricardo Angelini. He's dropped it. He's dropped it from
what did he?
270 to 267.5. This would give him 680.
Yeah, just to put him in the lead in the deadlift, in the total. And I think he may have got this. Is it finished?
Oh, yes, he's finished it.
Let's hope he has.
He's finished it. But it means
2 to 1.
2 to 1, yeah. It means Ramboville can go down 2.5 kilos to 290 and take the title with the last pull. But before that, it's Andreas Nielsen, 270 kilos, to go from third to second in deadlift.
And keep him in 3rd overall. So this is a very important pull. Pulling for bronze medal overall.
Yeah, this will give him 660.
And again, a 20 kilo personal best total.
Fabulous performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can he do it one last time?
It's going.
No, it's just sticking at the knees. But he gets the bronze medal overall. There is one lift to go. Ramboville has indeed dropped the bar to 290, Ralph.
Yep.
This will give him 680, and he will beat Angelini on body weight.
Yep. This is
dramatic.
Big personal best as well. 272.5 is his personal best. It's gone to 90. So there you are, and this will give him the title.
Here we go then, Ralph.
This is
Paul
the title.
Ramboville for the European title.
This is for the title.
But it's a huge weight on the bar. It's 290 kilos.
A big weight. Can he do it? So far, he's looking good on the first 2. Big drive from the bottom.
The tension
Use
in the
the
hall.
hips.
Here we go.
attack it from here. Looks good. Oh,
I think he's pulled it. He's got the down command.
He's got it, I think. Yes,
he's got 3 white lights. I thought when it was a couple of inches off the ground, it wasn't going anywhere. And from somewhere, he pulled it out of the bag. And it is gold to France, silver to Italy, and bronze to Sweden. What a fantastic conclusion to the morning session, Ralph Partnership.
Yes,
and
superb.
All around us, people are smiling. They have really, really enjoyed this session.
You know what? If people come here to watch it, they get their money's worth. I know they don't pay to come in, but...
Well, they definitely get their money's worth.
They get their money's worth. It's been some superb lifting. I tell you what, if I was in the audience watching it, I would be enjoying it.
Well, Ralph, all 3 women's sessions yesterday afternoon went to the final deadlift.
Yeah.
Both sessions this morning went to the final deadlift. Ramboville, as you saw, we thought he was gone, and somehow he got it.
He does recover.
Yeah, and in the preceding session, the women's 57s, Donna Bergland setting a European junior total record, and still not good enough to beat the Russian lifter. What a fantastic session we've seen here in Kaunas in Lithuania in day 4 of these European Championships. Stay with us for the medal ceremony. Just having a look at the calendar, we start again at 15:30. That's 3:30 in the afternoon local time. Central Europe is 1 hour behind. UK is 2 hours behind. It's junior women 63 and 72 back to back, and time again, Ralph, the women's 72 and the junior women's 72, without disrespecting any other weight class, tends to be the best session of the whole week.
I agree.
So please stay with us for the medal ceremony. Ralph and I will take a break, and we'll come back at 15:30 local time to bring you the junior woman 63 and 72.
Bye for now.
Silver medal with the result of 145 kilos goes to Jacobsen Rebecca, Norway. And gold medal winner with the result of 52.5 kilo goes to Zubova Elena, Russia. Ladies, winners in benchpress. Bronze medal winner with the result of 87.5 kilo goes to Rampon Fan, France. Silver medal with the result of 92.5 kilo goes to Alves Agnes, France. And gold medal winner with a result of 120.5 kilo goes to Bergland, Donna, Sweden. Thank you, ladies. Winners in deadlift. Bronze medal winner with a result of 162.5 kilo goes to Nevskaita Janeta, Lithuania. Silver medal winner with a result of 170 kilos goes to Alves Agnes, France. And gold medal winner with the result of 172.5 kilo goes to Zubova Elena, Russia. Thank you, ladies. And now, overall total results. Bronze medal winner with the result of 402.5 kilo goes to Alves Agnes, France. Silver medal with the result of 408 kilos goes to Bergland, Donna, Sweden. Gold medal Silver medal winner with the result of 245 kilos goes to Myhrvold, France. Gold medal winner with the result of 250 kilos goes to Ricardo, Italy. Thank you, gentlemen. Winner in Benchpress. Bronze medal winner with the result of 165 kilos goes to Johnson Simon, Norway. Silver medal winner with the result of 165 kilos goes to Nielsen, Andrea, Sweden. And gold medal winner with the result of 172.5 kilo goes to Sergenko Alexei, Russia. Thank you, gentlemen. Deadlift. Bronze medal winner with the result of 260 kilos goes to Nielsen Andres, Sweden. Silver medal winner with the result of 267.5 kilos goes to Ricardo, Italy. And gold medal winner with the result of 290 kilos goes to Myhrvold, France. Thank you, gentlemen. And now overall total results. Bronze medal winner with the result of 650 kilos goes to Nielsen Andres, Sweden. Silver medal winner with the result of 680 kilos goes to Ricardo, Italy. Ladies and gentlemen,